Napili na sa regional training camps ng Junior NBA at Junior WNBA program ang mga young basketball players na nasasabak sa national training camp sa Manila sa susunod na buwan. And to tell us more about the developments in the Junior NBA and Junior WNBA Philippines, kasama natin ang Managing Director ng NBA Philippines si Carlo Singson at ang Junior WNBA coach si Melissa Jacob. Good evening, Melissa and Carlo. Thanks for joining us on The Score. First time, finally, get you on board. It's been a while.
Very excited.
Great to have you on board. Okay, well, Carlo, give us an update. How has Junior NBA and W Junior NBA been this year? It's been so many years, I've lost count. It's like a staple already for the summer of these kids that they get a chance to get a taste of what real NBA training is like. So how has it been so far this year?
This has been our biggest year yet. Okay. We've had more kids, more players, more coaches go through the program this year. So far in 3.5 months, we've had over 16,000 kids go through the program, both boys and girls, and about 400 coaches in our coaching clinic. So we're very, very excited. It continues to grow. We've visited about 10 cities all around the Philippines, from north all the way to south. And in a couple of weeks, we'll be having our fourth and final regional selection camp here in Metro Manila.
10 cities already outside Metro Manila. I remember the days when you could just count with one hand how many cities outside of Metro Manila you're able to go to. And now you've expanded so much. Tell us a bit about as well, the coaches. I've always liked that part that you also train the coaches. You don't just go out there to train the kids, but you want to leave those lessons with the coaches. How have they been receiving the training that they've been getting out there from the coaches of the Junior NBA?
Well, it's one of the most successful parts of the program. We noticed, because before when we were running Junior NBA, the kids, a lot of coaches come up to us and says, we want to learn from the NBA. We want you to give us the materials, give us the training, so we can upgrade our skills so that we can help develop our youth coaches. So especially in the provincial areas where I think that training is really needed. And we started the Junior NBA Coach of the Year program, and then the WNBA Coach of the Year program, Junior WNBA. And it's been really well received. We've had some really good coaches go through the program and then come back every year and help us spread the gospel of the Junior NBA program all over the Philippines. And actually one of our coaches now is the new coach of De La Salle.
That's right. Aldenayo was once part of the Junior NBA program.
Right. He was one of our Coach of the Year.
That's right. That's
Coaches
right.
of the Year.
Okay. Speaking of coaches, we have MJ here, who's one of the coaches for the girls at W Junior NBA. Tell us what it's been like. I mean, you played for the national team, and now you're giving back to these kids and these young girls. Tell us what it's been like to teach them, and then for them, I guess, to learn formally, because a lot of these girls out there, if they do play basketball, they play with the boys. They don't get formal training. So it's like that they actually get a camp that's really, meant for girls as well.
It's actually been a lot of fun coaching the girls and seeing them get out and get stuck in, even if they're playing with the boys. It kind of reminds me of when I was younger, first getting engaged, getting involved with basketball, kind of falling in love with it. So I kind of see myself in the girls, just, them wanting to get better and wanting to learn and just get involved and getting more and learning more about basketball.
Basketball is a global sport, and you go to the different provinces, different dialects here and there. But I can imagine you don't have that much difficulty because the game is the game. What's it been like teaching these different kids from different provinces and different dialects, possibly?
It's been a lot of fun. Obviously, for me, the language barrier sometimes, let's say we go to Davao, they speak a different language, going to Cebu. But once you get out demoing, showing them and showing them how to do it, they just pick it up really easy, and they're just eager to learn. So it's a lot of fun coaching them.
Okay, Carlo, coming up this weekend, as you said, the Metro Manila leg, the last regional leg, and then the national finals. How is it going to be like? How many kids can you accommodate? And are you still open for kids coming up to register for the last camp?
Oh, absolutely. Actually, the regional selection camp for Metro Manila is April 9 and 10 at Don Bosco in Makati. Really, April 9 is day one where we invite all the kids, 10 to 14 years old, to try out. And you could be selected to then move on to the national training camp.
And by the way, this is for free. This is one of the few camps that I know that are out there. It's for free, all for free. They get one great day of training camp for free. And then if they're good enough, the chances are that they move on, right?
They will move on. So they could be one of the 50 boys and 24 girls we will select to attend the national training camp. That training camp will be hosted or taught by an NBA player or legend and a WNBA player or legend. So they will be coming to share their knowledge with our 74 participants.
I can just imagine. MJ, what would that be like for the girls out there to experience that national training camp, to have a legit WNBA player, you know, be with them and share their experiences and train them?
Honestly, it's such a great opportunity for these young girls. When I was growing up, the WNBA was just starting, so there weren't very many female basketball athletes to look up to. Now, for these girls to get the opportunity to actually learn from them, that's such a great opportunity for them. You know, the last couple of years we had Ruth Riley and Tina Thompson, and they really got stuck in and really got involved with the girls, and they made sure that they were really teaching them and very involved with them. So it's good for the girls.
For the boys, Carlo, we've gone through the years. We have some great names in your alumni. Aljon Mariano, I'll always remember him as one of those guys. And how much has it been for them? I mean, they always come back. You know, they come back to your events, they give back, and they cherish their moments when they were with Junior NBA. What do they share with you guys and to the younger kids of this generation now? What they got from Junior NBA?
Well, I personally keep in touch with a lot of our alumni, a lot of our All-Star alumni, and I try to follow their careers and support them when I can. Yes, Aljon is our first alumni who was drafted into the PBA. Kobe Paras will be playing for UCLA next year. Kiefer Ravenna as well will be drafted soon. So these guys are very successful now, but they do come back almost every year or when they can, because they feel like Junior NBA was such a big part of their formation, formative years for basketball. And they kind of owe it to the younger generation to come back and help them develop their skills and find themselves. So we're happy to have them. We'll have them, you know, as much as they want to come. In fact, you were talking about the Slam Rising Stars. We had 6 Junior NBA alumni play in that game, and one of them was our MVP.
So these are kids that are now 16, 17 years old, and when they were 10 to 14, they were in your camp.
They were in our camp.
That's where they started. All right.
That's right.
Aside from that as well, what sets the Junior NBA camp apart? I mean, what makes it different aside from the name NBA? What do these kids get that's different from all the other camps that are out there in the Philippines?
Yeah. I mean, it's a great question, and really, yes, it is. A lot of it has to be the training that we import from the United States from our 30 NBA teams, our NBA coaches. But really, what sets this camp apart is what we call the STAR values.
Right, I remember.
And STAR, you know, all the participants go through this, and it's ingrained now. STAR stands for sponsorship. Sorry, sportsmanship.
That's your job.
One of, at least. Sportsmanship, teamwork, positive attitudes, and respect. And we try to teach that to all the kids, and all the coaches actually who then teach the kids. And really, what we want is to develop successful players, but really successful leaders who can be leaders on and off the court.
Right. I remember that. I mean, the first time I experienced watching a Junior NBA camp, I was happy to see that those are the core values that you press on from the beginning. Day one, the first hour of training camp, it's STAR values. Okay, invite them out there, the parents who might be watching out there, thinking for summer activities for the kids they've done with school. There's a free camp that you can join. Junior NBA, how do they get in touch with you guys? How do they sign up for the Manila leg?
Well, it's online, so you can register online, or you can walk in on the day of the event, April 9 at Don Bosco. And if you're one of the 40 kids selected, boys and girls, you will be invited back for day 2 on the 10th. So that's where you get a chance to try out and see if you have what it takes to make it to the national training camp.
And then the final lineup, what is their prize, quote unquote, what experience do they get?
Okay. Well, for the national training camp, like I said, there's the top 50 boys and top 24 girls. We will select the final 10, the 10 All-Star boys and the 5 All-Star girls. And the 15 players will then get a chance to experience the NBA live.
There you go.
They will be watching an NBA game.
That alone is so much motivation. But just to be there, to be part of Junior NBA, it's a big thing, folks. Take my word for it. I've seen it year after year grow, and the values are awesome that your kids will learn for the girls and the boys as well. So MJ, Carlo, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Sa ulitin, you'll be back here again next time.
Anytime.
Thank you. All right, see you guys. Thank you.
For more sports updates, keep watching The Score. And don't forget to subscribe.